A variety of flavors can be the key to success of any snack line. Grape, cherry, and lime in the candy world, and cheese and sour cream with chips. Well, step aside, make room for the new flavor in town, ube. Today we sample the finest that snacking has to offer from the Far East and ask, you tried that? You tried that. I'm Nick Nowak with the pal Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Yeah, hello.
All right, boys. Today, October 2nd,
Yeah.
is National Name Your Car Day.
Oh.
Have you ever given one of your cars a name?
I have, yeah. My first. Okay, maybe you guys actually remember why we called it this. My first Oldsmobile Achieva, that we used to call the chair. And I'm trying to remember why. I think because one time I was going to say, hey, let's go get in the car. And instead I said, let's go get in the chair for some reason.
I do remember calling it the chair, but I also have no recollection.
Yeah, we used to call it the chair.
Did that.
I never named my second car the Jetta. I never named that one. And then I will never name a car again.
Geiger, they say a lot of the names, it's more likely that people give them a female name.
Yeah. I had a car named Rhonda. No, I don't fucking name cars. I don't give a shit about cars. Why would you do that? I don't understand.
My mom, she doesn't name her car, but she has named she named her GPS. You know, she has like a Garmin, like instead of using her phone or the built-in GPS, which she doesn't have a built-in GPS in her car, so she bought an actual Garmin because she wanted to like mount it on the car or whatever. And like she named that. I don't remember what she named that one, but she also
Tom.
maybe Phone Wannabe, I think was what his name was. But she also she named her Roomba. You know, like her, and so she has a Roomba at her condo, which is, you know, not too far from me. And like when she's out of town or something, like she's obsessive about this Roomba, like, and you know, it'll get stuck on like furniture and shit because these Roombas fucking suck. And like she'll like text me, she'll be like, "Can you go check on Rue?" And like I remember the first time I was like, "Who the fuck are you? What's Rue?" Like, I don't know who that is. Like, she didn't tell me that was the name of her robot vacuum.
Is your mom, like, having a friends and stuff? She sounds kind of lonely.
She's very close friends
with
someone named Rue.
That it made its way back to the little home and stuff?
Yeah, well, one time it didn't, like, because she has a map on her phone of, like, where it is, and she's like, oh, it's stuck in the bedroom or whatever. So I went over I went over there one time, and it had, like, swallowed a phone charging cable and, like, got stuck on that. And then, like, another time it just got, like, caught, like, behind the high chair and, like, couldn't figure out how to get out of from the high chair.
What the fuck's it cleaning if she's not there?
Yeah,
I don't know. Great question. Because she'll be gone for months at a time, and she runs it every single week while she's gone.
Well, also, what isn't the whole point of the thing that you don't have to look after it constantly? Like, if it's just going to get stuck every time you use it, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, they're bad. It's a shitty product. I don't know if you guys have one.
Yeah.
No, I've never had one.
We borrowed one from a friend to like try it out, and we put it in our bedroom and just watched it. And we watched it, like, go do a circle around, like, the exact same square. Like, never get the inside of that circle. It was just doing, like, this one lap over and over again. And, like, we watched it go for, like, 30 minutes, and it cleaned maybe, like, 5% of the room. I'm like, this thing sucks.
It's funny if, like, a cat rides it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of technology, though, Chad, you're new to the e-bike scene. Is that right?
Yeah, and I will not be naming my e-bike. Well, I mean, unless you guys think of something really cool, then maybe I do it.
Yeah.
Ebe.
E-Mike.
Ebe Lincoln. So I just got an e-bike because, you know, we're in a city here in San Francisco, so we only have room in our garage for one car. But we've recently started having to, like, you know, deal with daycare for two kids, and they go to different places. So to make it a little bit easier, I bought a bike and that I could bring my daughter to preschool on every day. But of course, I bought the e-bike because it's San Francisco and like there's these fucking hills. Like I would have to have thighs like The Rock in order to like bike up some of these hills.
Uh-huh.
You know, which
and you don't.
well, I have thighs
You've
that are the
got a
size. Yeah, I have my thighs are the same size as The Rock,
Yeah.
but
They don't contain muscles.
Yes, it's all fat. Anyway, I see a lot. There's actually a lot of e-bikes around San Francisco that people use to like they buy groceries with them, or they'll like take. I see a lot with like kid seats on them, taking their kids to places. So it's a pretty popular thing. There's this one guy like in our neighborhood, like maybe like the next block over or something like that. And he doesn't even have the same e-bike as me, but like he's had an e-bike for a while, and I see him out when I'm walking my dog a lot and stuff like that. Never had any conversation with this guy, never talked to him or anything. But then now this week, I started doing the e-bike, and I was biking past his house at the same time. He had just pulled into his garage and was like unloading his kids, and he suddenly like acknowledged me, and he's like, "Oh, hey." Gives me like a little nod.
Yeah.
Like we're in some kind of like cool club together or something.
Community.
This guy went from 6 to midnight when he saw.
Yeah, right. I'm like, you didn't give a shit about me last week. And now all of a sudden, because we have the same bike.
You saw your e-bike and got an erection.
An electronic erection?
Yeah, yes. Uh-huh. Yep. I would have to have thighs like The Rock to get my own boner. Rub them together.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a little weird that all of a sudden, this guy's like acknowledging my existence.
You're part of the club now.
Yeah, should I go around and just make friends with everyone that has an e-bike so we can all be like smug together or whatever?
You should also start wearing. Yeah, you should start wearing
bike shorts
his clothes.
and stuff.
Yeah. No, I just wear the same shit, like t-shirt. Cargo pants that I always wear.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changes.
I do like that when you see people like doing like bike, and I get if you're like in a race or something, but like you'll see those like random people like walk into a coffee shop or walk into the grocery store and they're like dressed like fucking Lance Armstrong. Like, okay, Greg LeMond, like you're just here to get some fucking almond milk. Just get the fuck out of the store. Like you don't like you're not cutting down. The aerodynamics is not cutting your time in half here. Just right home back to your shitty life. Also, you're in a lot better shape than me. But
should I get some of those clothes then? You think?
Yes.
For my 1 mile round trip commute.
Well, I have gone on like more long bike rides recently now that my kids are older. Like go out for a 10-mile ride like on a weekend, and at the end of that, my ass hurts so bad, and I even got like a slightly better seat. So I have been suggested by people who do bike a lot to get those like padded assed shorts.
I've got a built-in bike seat, so it's no problem.
Let's get into eating some snacks. We got ways to go here. So we've got 3 snacks, all Asian snacks. We rate them on a 5-point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with these soy sauce flavored wheat crackers. The company is GGE, and it's a pretty popular one. I think we've done something from this company, and I know they make a number of snacks.
We did yeah, just looking it up right now. We did something in episode 7 from GGE, which was like a barbecue ramen snack. So you remember they were like little crackers or something, but they were based out of like shaped like ramen noodles.
It's like a long flat noodle with almost like an egg noodle shape, but it has like a perforated lines running vertically.
I would call this an e-noodle.
Do you guys like the flavor of soy sauce?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
I put it on sushi, or I use it a lot in marinades and stuff.
I use it a ton in cooking because I make a lot of Chinese dishes here. And that's all got soy sauce in it, of course.
That was one of the sneaky things that I didn't realize had flour in it. Like when my wife first got diagnosed with celiac, we'd get like Chinese food once in a while and she'd get horribly ill and we were so confused. When we turned out, we looked it up, and there's a lot of flour in there. Not a lot,
Yeah,
but enough.
Yeah, they thicken soy sauce with it. So but they make gluten-free soy sauce called tamarind.
Yep.
But one thing I'll do sometimes, actually, even just like if I'm desperate, like just want a super quick meal, and we have some rice cooked, then I'll just like fry up an egg or two, and just throw it over the rice with like just a splash of soy sauce, and then like mix it all together. That can be really good.
Sounds good. Novak, do you like soy sauce?
Yes, I do. Again,
What
just
do you put it
usually use it in cooking. Like one of the few things that I cook that are easy for me: one, anything on the grill, and two, anything in the wok, because I feel like it's just those two manners of cooking are really hard to fuck up. So
it's good to put a New York strip right there in the wok.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Oh, you have not lived until you've eaten one of Novak's famous wok hot dogs.
Yeah.
They're really good.
All right, Gagger, what do you think?
About what?
My wok dogs.
Oh. These are interesting. They definitely do taste very much like soy sauce. Like, it's not like... I was worried they would just taste overly salty, and they would pass that off as soy, but these actually really do taste like soy sauce. They are pretty... I don't know. I like soy sauce. I don't think I could just eat a bowl of it. That's what I feel like I'm eating here. It's like all that one note of flavor.
you don't want to just guzzle the soy sauce.
I don't want to chug a lug the Kikkoman. It's these are fine. I think the shape is kind of neat. Actually, I kind of like. They're really crunchy. They're a little like firmer of a chip cracker like in there. I like the ridges. I like the shape. I like a lot about this.
Yeah.
And I keep eating them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like, I think I'm going to get sick of the soy sauce flavor soon. I guess that just means I don't need to eat the whole thing.
Right.
So I'll give it a very...
The whole bag is like 410 calories or something.
Yeah, I eat a 3-piece Popeyes meal before we got on here, so I'm not too worried about that. I will give it a mild like that. I think these are tasty.
All right, like that to start, Chad.
I think I'm right in line with you. It's the kind of thing where a lot of stuff about this snack works. The texture, the shape, crunchiness, mouthfeel. It's all great. The soy sauce just does get to be like a little much as you really snack on it. And I'm not sure why that is. I feel like there are people out there that would probably love this thing. I'm not one of them. To me, this is like it's a mild to mid like that. It's pretty good, but it is, I don't know, for some reason it's just like hard to keep eating it as much as I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys spoke to a lot of good points about this. All of them correct. The shape, the texture, the crunch, everything, I'm right in line with that.
Would you say that we said what needed to be said?
You did say what needed to be said, but you left something important out.
Right.
What's that?
I think this is the right amount of soy. I think I don't find the soy to be too overwhelming. And Chad said that he thought there might be people out there that love this, and I wanted it.
Oh, wow.
This is a really tasty snack. This one kind of is hitting home for me. I'm going to give it a love dat.
Nice.
So a very strong, much stronger than I anticipated for this particular snack. The soy sauce wheat crackers.
They're really good. They're really good.
Yeah.
It will be tough to beat. Let's move next to the rich milk. What is this? Rich milk tablets.
Strawberry flavored.
Rich milk is the only word that's in English on the front. And
guys, it contains milk, according to the allergen information.
Uh-oh.
Inside are about 20 small little like sweet tart flavored hard candies. Almost look like Tums or something.
Yeah, it felt like I was popping some Pepto-Bismol here, yeah.
Is this medicine? Did I buy us medicine?
Milk medicine?
Yeah.
Mother's milk?
I've never eaten anything like this that didn't have a very strong sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like every American snack that looks like this is either sour or sweet or something. And to have this be a milky taste is odd. like this crunchy candy.
This is
but
wild.
Then it does taste milky.
They dissolve pretty quickly too. It almost tastes like real strawberry. It's like a tart strawberry instead of an overly sweet strawberry. Not real, but like different than the candy flavor.
It's not the normal,
Yeah.
strawberry candy, strawberry Jolly Rancher kind of flavor or whatever.
The aftertaste to me tastes like I ate like strawberry puff cereal or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, Chad, you
This is
start us
weird.
off. This is a really tough one.
I don't know.
Well, you need to figure it out though.
Yeah, I guess I do.
I don't know either.
I just don't know. What is that from? There's some movie that is like, oh, never mind. The original Mission Impossible. I was like, whenever someone says
That class of line of I don't know.
yeah. For some reason, I always think of that. It's one of those movie lines that gets sort of weirdly stuck in your head. But there's a part where Tom Cruise is talking to Ving Rhames, and he's trying to ask him like what it would take to break into, the like CIA headquarters or whatever. And like, and he's saying, Ving Rhames saying how you need all these supercomputers, blah blah blah. And then he looks at him, he goes, "I don't know, man. I just don't know." And like for some reason, the way he delivered that line always stuck in my head. Anyway, so about this snack, it's like breaking into the CIA headquarters. This is very strange. I don't think the strawberry works here for me. It tastes like the aftertaste is weird. It's very artificial in a way that I don't like. I think another flavor might be better here. But the strawberry here is so weird. Also, it's like kind of chalky in a medicine-y sort of way, which I sort of was saying earlier. That's a little off-putting to me. I think I'm going to slide this into dislike that. I don't know. These don't work for me.
Going back and forth on this, I do think the flavor is interesting. It's like a mental thing just to get by. What I'm putting in my mouth tastes nothing like what my brain thinks it's going to taste like.
Mm-hmm.
But the aftertaste is okay. The aftertaste is better than the during taste, oddly. And we don't often say that. But I think it's true of this. I really can't decide what to do with this one, and so that has made my decision for me. I'm going to give it an indifferent to that. Geiger, where are you falling?
Well, I'm not going to be some waffling ass bitch like Novak. I know exactly what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Things aren't good, guys. They're just not good. I shouldn't be questioning whether I'm taking an antacid or eating candy.
Is this going to make you shit your pants?
It's also rich milk are the two words that strike fear into the heart of my pelvis. when I'm, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to fucking brown out the toilet later because these 3 small candies.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, whole fat milk is the number one ingredient.
Yeah.
In a way, I don't like. I feel like when I'm eating is less processed than like candies that I'm used to, but also because I'm used to those candies, I think I'm expecting something different. This is like a very, I guess my general question with this candy is just why? Like it's just it's so mild. It's like such a mild, subdued, like dairy flavored tablet that feels like you're just eating medicine. And there's like a slight hint of, like you said, kind of processed strawberry taste at the end. It's not even that good. The aftertaste sucks. There's not fun to eat. I don't think they're very good. I give it a dislike that. I'm not a big fan.
All right. 2 dislikes and indifferent. It's time for the segment. Now that we're into fall here, guys. And
sure thing.
Yeah, with this
that's right.
95-degree heat wave. That's I mean it's October. That heat wave was a month ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And people are getting outside because they want to enjoy the fall foliage and
overrated.
As they're out there, they may come across somebody and they want to talk to them, but they miss their chance.
Oh yeah.
And they head online and post a Craiglist Missed Connection.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is where people get together. an example of one, if you haven't heard one, this one we're not going to talk about, but it says, I made a bunch of eye contact and smiling and flirting in the Braintree PetSmart today. You have a forearm tattoo and we're in a sundress. What was I wearing? If you're interested, I'd love to talk. It's a long shot, I know, but that might work, right? You describe someone and they...
Well, they didn't even say anything about themselves, so like... Oh, sorry, we weren't talking about this one.
No.
Okay. They set it up as a quiz, yeah.
Right. But we are going to talk about these real 8 ones that I found. Mm-hmm. The things in there are so crazy they do not need to be made up. So the first one says, the title is The Older Woman in the Dallar Store, spelled D-A-L-L-A-R store. All right. And so we're going to read these and you're going to say, your choices, of course, are romance or no chance. Could this result in some romance? All right. It says, you were the mature mid-70s woman I saw today while shopping for an item. Mm. The main thing I noticed about you were your eyes, although I had a difficult time maintaining eye contact due to your other physical assets.
Yeah.
Like your forearm tattoo and sundress.
I was looking for furniture polish. Do you need anything polished? Hope to hear from you. All right, guy, you start this one off.
What are you polishing on a woman? Isn't it normally the knob that gets polished?
Everyone knows you gotta polish that clitoris, bruh.
Yeah. Her old saggy 75-year-old boobs.
I could not stop staring at your assets that were swinging to and fro right above your knees.
Polish the stomach skin that's behind the boob flaps so that they swing more freely.
There's no chafing.
No chafing. If I had $1 million. So you're at a dollar store hitting on a buxom 70-year-old.
That's
I
right.
wonder how old this guy. What if he's like 27? That'd be awesome. Not to kink shame, but hey, like them experienced women. I think. Yeah, I mean, this one's fine. I mean, look, when you're 70, do you really want to do a whole meet cute and like make the guy wait like 4 dates to fuck? Just get in there and get it in. You're almost dead, so you might as well just get some of that dick at the dollar store as soon as you can.
So everyone tries to do is get as much fucking in before they die as
right. Possible. Everyone knows that once you turn like 70, you're just become a ravenous sexual animal and just run around with as much promiscuity as possible. So, and the place to do it is looking for a guy who wants to polish furniture at the dollar store.
The Dallar store.
The Dallar store. So stick out them titties and hit up on a guy. And yeah, I think it's a romance. It could work. She might be flattered.
You agree, Chad?
Yeah, I think there's probably a good chance for romance. I mean, this guy is obviously
good. This woman is not going on Craigslist. She's 73 years old.
You don't know that. Yeah, look, the guy is obviously like, he must be in pretty good shape if he's, as an elderly man, able to still polish furniture. You know what I mean? Like, that's not easy. I probably would, like, break my back 3 times over if I tried to, like, bend over and, like, polish a table leg or something like that.
Sure.
I also would never do that because, like, who gives a fuck what your furniture looks like? I don't know. Kids are going to ruin it anyways. And yeah, I agree. If you're old, get to fucking. That's what they say. So yeah, I think pretty good chance here of romance.
All right, that's a good start. All right. These next few call out people by name. These next 3 actually. This one's called "Looking for Sharon Peters."
Oh,
all right. So I mean, you might
doxing
find someone. Right.
Yeah.
It says
Sharon Peters and Seymour Butts out there.
Doxing for that coxing.
I just got out. Been 4 years.
Oh boy!
I was like, I just pulled out of the prison.
Now I want to share my Peters. So, been 4 years. I am about to explode.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Let me know when your husband is not around. Period. That's it.
That's it. So he knows the Sharon Peters woman, apparently, like, and just hoping she's reading Craigslist.
Right. Well, it's 4 years. I mean, they probably took your cell, and everything, all your possessions, and you're about to explode.
I hope her husband isn't Craig. He might find out.
Chad, what do you think?
So first gave the name, talked about how he was going to explode, then mentioned the husband. So went from doxing to coxing to cuxing. Just a clear progression there. Yeah, that's wow. It's really ballsy to put the name there because, like, more likely than not, the person that's going to come across that post is the husband, and then there's definitely going to be no chance. Yeah, I just don't think Sharon is really into ex-cons, so I'm gonna say no chance.
Geiger? I mean, this guy can't fuck around with. He can't mince words. He's wasted 4 years of his life.
That's true.
This guy,
get right to it.
He's about to explode, so if he doesn't get it in quick,
it's a fucking ticking time bomb. This guy.
This guy, there are blue klaxon balls just blaring in his pants. He's got to immediately sprint out to the local library, hop on a computer, and with his rudimentary prison computer skills, find Craigslist, the most efficient way to find a mate.
Find Sharon Peters, the one woman who would fuck him.
Don't write her a letter or go visit her at home.
Oh, yeah. Do you think this was like someone that was corresponding with him in prison? Like how all those chicks write to Manson or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe it was. Do we know if it was Manson?
I think he was only in prison for 4 years, right, Manson?
Sharon,
yeah.
Sharon, not Sharon Tate.
When Manson got out, Craigslist was a thing, right? I remember Manson had the sickest MySpace page. So yeah, he's just his balls bursting at the seams, so he makes an elaborate Rube Goldbergian mousetrap to try to find out when Sharon's husband's gone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think there might be some complications here, fellas. I wonder if after 4 years of prison, how easy it is for him to get an erection. Probably pretty easy.
All right. I'm looking for Big Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Has anyone seen him? I miss him. That's it.
That's what? Okay.
Is Big Richard a person? No. Right?
No.
You're
It's
looking
a
for
giant dick.
Big old Johnson. Right.
Yeah, he's a big old Johnson. So, look, what is the plan here? He's just hoping some guy is reading Craigslist like, well, I got a massive hog. I should write this guy back. Be like, oh, it's right here in my pants. You want to get it? Is this like maybe a popular, like, I don't know. Is Craigslist still like a popular site that people go to other than Novak when it's segment time? Has there been 3 logins in the past 3 years?
Some cities have a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
And some have very, very little. So,
what about Stockville, Wisconsin?
People
that's
like
Richard
roaming around.
People still sell shit and stuff on the San Francisco Craigslist all the time.
It's mostly Charles Manson on there.
Mostly just helter skelter, looking for Big Richard.
What do you think, Gagu?
Yeah. So romance being a guy with a big dick will fuck this guy? Is that what we're hoping? Or a gal? It could be a gal.
If you know that romance is anything else than that, then I don't know.
I remember all those
big
romance.
Dick fucking. That's pretty much romance as far as I know.
Remember at the end of When Harry Met Sally, when Sally just got torn apart by a giant cock?
Billy Crystal drops his trout. He's just got the Dirk Diggler prosthetic on.
Yeah, he's just got prosthetic. I bet you Billy Crystal's packing. Like a city slicker with a big old dicker. That made no sense. It rhymed. I cruised into a rhyme there.
Brilliant.
In short, and to get me out of talking from now on, no, there is no chance at romance for Big Richard.
Chad?
I think Big Richard is a real person. I think it's the older brother of Little Richard, famous musician. And Tutti Frutti, give me that booty. something like that. And I think this is written back. This is Sharon writing back. We're looking for that big Richard to explode inside her. So I think there's a pretty good chance of romance. There's a lot of people named Richard out there.
Sure.
Could answer this.
Little Richard is frightening, by the way. Have you remember when I was a kid, I used to think he was really scary looking. He had almost like mascara on. His eyes were all bugged out. He just looked frightening. I didn't like him. Sorry. I had to get my Little Richard mania out. Sorry, my bad.
All right, next one. Next one's called, the title is Penny Johnson.
Ooh.
All right. It says, please don't flag my ad. I'm just trying to find a long-lost friend. Not picking anyone up, now all caps. Just trying to find a lost friend, Jesus. I'm not Satan. Penny.
What?
Penny, I'm looking for you. I'm not even sure if you're around anymore. Please contact me. I think someone does not want us to get together again because they keep flagging my ad. Must be the holy rollers trying to ruin everyone's life.
Whoa. Is this fucking Dan Brown or something? Da Vinci Code style riddle. The bishop's after him or something. What the fuck?
I am not the devil. Clearly the devil. You're the devil. I now know it.
Yes. Sounds like something a devil would
You
say.
admitted it.
So there's a big conspiracy to keep this guy and Penny apart, and it involves the moderator of Craigslist who continues to flag his ads.
And the Catholic Church.
And
Fucking
so,
holy rollers.
presumably they keep getting flagged because he keeps putting this woman's personal information or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe the other ones were graphic, and now he's just he's saying he's just trying to find the lost friend.
Yeah, Penny, I want to explode into your gaping maw of a vagina. And then he's like, why is that flagged? I'm just trying to find a lost friend.
I'm looking for 1 cent dick, Penny Johnson. I just got out of prison. I have no money. I have a single penny.
Right,
I'm about to explode.
Is maybe Penny Johnson is like a nun or something? And
maybe.
the church organization, what the Holy Rollers? Is that what you said? Isn't that the Simpsons thing?
Yeah, but that's like the word of these just busybody church folk.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
like the slang term.
Yeah. So maybe they're trying to stop the devil from fucking this nun.
Right.
So good for them. Actually, I'm on.
The devil went down on Johnson. Chad, do you think romance?
I don't think so, because I think this guy's post is going to get flagged again and taken down before Penny has a chance to see it. So I will say no chance here.
I'm not Satan, so help me God. Geiger?
He's not looking for romance. Jesus! I mean, I think there's no romance because he's adamant that he's not trying to pick anyone up. He's just, again, choosing the least effective way to find somebody in recorded human history other than shouting down the street.
No,
so
it's the holy rollers that are stopping him from finding her.
Yeah, that's a
Not
very
his
good
ineffective
point.
church methods.
No, he keeps getting flat. Like the holy rollers are known for trolling Craigslist because of it, God knows if you went to the misconnections on Craigslist, this is the most scandalous one that the holy rollers would be worried about. Not anyone looking to drive a big rig or sand down your wood or all the bullshit we've talked about before. It's this guy who just innocently wants to smash Penny Johnson all night long. So I'm saying there's no romance. He doesn't want romance, just looking for a good buddy as long as you know who isn't around, which you've got to assume is her husband. So yeah, no romance.
I think it's true that, I mean, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing Craigslist he was just trying to look for a friend.
All right, number 5. You were working in my yard. All right.
Oh, okay.
You were working in my yard, and I was the guy in the den watching.
Oh boy!
I'll tell you what role I played. Voyeur.
I think you knew what I was doing. I was hoping you'd come in and join me. Care to? ? And that's it.
Just hire him to do the yard again and ask him.
Yeah. I was the creep beating off to you, cutting my shrubs.
You were mowing the lawn. I was jackhammering my penis 5 feet from you. What the fuck? If you really want to know, instead of going to Craigslist, how about you just hire the same fucking lawn service and jack it again? What the
fuck? You were watering the lawn with a hose. I was watering the lawn with my ropes of cum.
Here's a great idea that's sure not to get you arrested. Hire somebody, then offer to beat off with him in your house. That'll never.
What do you think, Geiger?
What do I think? Romance.
What do you think?
This whole thing is written.
You were cleaning my gutters. I was staring at your cum gutters.
Oh man, I mean, this is written in the most creepy, you're gonna wind up in my basement way. Like, I bet you knew what I was doing. Like, stroking his 6-hair mustache along with his penis. No, this is not romantic in any way.
Chad?
You were using
Go ahead.
You were using the electronic lawnmower while I was stroking my erection.
You were using the weed whacker while I was using my seed whacker.
There you go. That's much better. That's much better. You were trimming my bushes while I have full bush. Whatever. Say stuff.
You were using the lawnmower while I was playing with ejaculate. Well, I don't know if you play with it, I guess.
Two lawnmower jokes.
They write themselves.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance in this, just because there are probably many lawn services, in this, and probably people jacking off to them all the time. So it's just not specific enough in my view.
All right. Number 6. It's called Motley Crue Concert Guy, Row 9.
Motley Crue was just here at Oracle Arena 2 nights ago.
Oh.
We could hear
when was this posted, Novak?
It might have been. I definitely looked at some of the California ones, so it could have been.
Right.
Yeah, we could hear the concert like from our house. It was so loud, and then last night again it was Lady Gaga, and we could like tell.
What's a Motley Crue song? I don't know any Motley Crue songs.
Oh boy.
I do know some, but I can't.
Is that the one Tommy Lee was in?
Yeah, Tommy Lee. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they sing that song. Girls, girls, girls.
That's right.
Well, Tommy Lee is a big Richard. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Motley Crue Concert Guy, Row 9. Nice guy. Section floor A4, Row 9, seat 22 or 23.
Jesus Christ. All right. Just a casual observance, huh?
I was sitting next to your right. You asked me if I needed help. So there it is. I just love that it was like calling out the seat number who won a prize. If you're sitting in A4, row 9, seat 22, you just won a butt fucking.
But they said that they were like, oh, I was sitting right next to you, but they didn't know if they were seat 23 or 24. What seat were you in? Subtract 1, asshole.
Oh, I don't think he wants to subtract one, asshole. He wants to add one.
Chad, what do you think?
I actually think there's probably a pretty good chance for romance here. I mean, they're both at the Motley Crue concert, and so they have that shared interest of bad music. And then also, it was very specific here. You know, a lot of times we complain they're too vague, like, I saw you chopping wood, want you to chop mine, or whatever. You know, like, that's all they say. So here, because they were very specific with the seat number and everything else, I think there's a pretty good chance for romance here.
A couple of their other hits, Kickstart My Heart, you might know that song, and Dr. Feelgood.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They should have referenced something like that, like, I'm going to be the one to make you feel good.
Yeah. Guy, you think this couple will be feeling good?
Yeah, look, at least, okay, there's Chad mentioned a lot of good things. Also, this one wasn't pervy at all. It was hyper-specific, but it wasn't like, come, flog my electric guitar and then point to his penis or something. I don't know.
Come play with my e-lawnmower. End of post.
And it's also like he's actually talked to the person. Like there's a chance he was at least in close proximity and they had a small interaction. So one would assume this guy does know who he is, and they enjoyed a nice concert together. So a little bit of chance of romance. This one might have a chance to hit.
All right, that one sounds good. We got 2 left. This one's called Humphrey's Desk Clerk. You were tall, about 6'1". Your beard reminds me of a lumberjack on a crisp Alaskan morning.
Oh, very specific.
Yeah. When I saw you, I immediately imagined us lying together, my head nestled into your furry, manly chest. I know your name, but you don't want your identity. But you want your identity protected.
Okay.
You were in all black, which makes me believe that you put a love hex on me. I hope you will remember that I was the guest that disagreed with the parking fee.
What the fuck?
It goes on.
I hope you remember I was that huge prick that ruined your day.
You refused to waive it like the dominant man you are. When I complained about my room, you apologized but didn't budge. I want to jump across the desk, but was held back. All right, so this person just came in and complained about every fucking thing.
I was like so confused.
I was the prick that ruined your night.
It literally sounded like you had taken snippets of like different ones and pasted them together. Like it was so all over the place.
Fucking
guy, you're first in this one. What do you think?
Fucking asshole James Faulkner here, just fucking writing this Craigslist ad. Nestled gently between your bosom while I complained about not being able to smoke in all the rooms. Shithead. My Murphy bed's too lumpy. Fuck me. Why is the remote bolted down? She's like a Motel 6. There's that guy next door jacking off to the lawnmower guy.
I was on the other side of the desk from you. I figured you knew what I was doing, but you kept trying to do your job for some reason.
Yeah,
I wanted to fuck you so bad while telling you the ice machine was broken.
Oh my god, the more I complain, like the most worst Yelp review come to life, I got wetter and wetter while you just didn't give a fuck about my nattering insouciance. Fucking...
There's a bunch of stains on the carpet. Now let me put some stains on your drapes.
Yeah. I made a puddle on the fucking carpet in the lobby after you refused my question about the parking. And then I complained about the puddles in the lobby.
I burned down your hotel. Want to fuck me?
Okay. I think there's a chance here. And the reason is because this person's probably super fucking memorable because they were such an asshole customer.
Yeah, you wouldn't forget them.
We all remember, like, when we waited tables, we remember, like, the jerks more so than just the nice people that ate their shitty food and tipped us a mediocre amount. So
They always came back wanting to fuck us too.
I can't tell you how many times someone had a complaint about their $12 ribeye and then was like, "I'll meet you in the fucking bathroom." What? Remember when I insisted on getting 17 refills of Sprite and I saw you openly spit in one? I wanted you to spit in my mouth.
You didn't put enough cinnamon sugar on this sweet potato. That means you put a love hex on me.
So I think, look, I'm actually picturing this as a woman who is just like a terrible Karen of a customer. But this guy will remember her. And sometimes guys like might go for that little bit of crazy. Maybe he was like, man, that sounds really hot. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. So
yeah, she's hot in a crazy kind of way. Chad, what do you think?
It's just a total pain in the ass, but dead ass. I don't think there's any chance here. This guy was clearly not putting a love hex on her. He was putting a love hex on all the other women who came in who were not complete pieces of shit to him. I having worked in customer service for many years, like those awful customers, like there's never anything they could possibly do to then make me want to, I want to bang this person who's like rude to someone that makes a lot less money than them and is like in a lower station in life. Like that's such a huge fucking turn on for me. Give me a break. So no chance.
All right.
Really made this guy feel like shit.
Maybe this
this guy's in a lower station in life. He's terrible. He has no fucking money.
I didn't mean
why would he want to touch a woman, this fucking loser?
I didn't mean it that way.
I know.
This guy's a 6'1" lumberjack. All right, this last one I think may hit home.
Oh boy.
Purple running pants, bint lifts for brunch.
What?
What?
I guess bint lifts is probably
what's a bint lift?
Oh, like a restaurant name? Okay.
Yeah. Your derriere is a weapon of mass destruction.
Weapon of ass destruction.
I was sitting downstairs and the only visibly eligible bachelor while you were waiting. If I'm correct, you slowly and casually worked your way up the stairs to give me a good look. I would destroy foreign lands and civilizations to have that ass. Let's start with dinner, though. Period.
I will commit genocide to grope you. Like, what? The fuck?
All right, Chad. This one could be Charles Manson. I don't know. Chad, what do you think?
I mean, it was very vivid, in a poetic and also psychotic kind of way.
Right.
But honestly, like the way that's written, that like screams super nerd to me. You know what I mean? Like just the phrasing and stuff. I just feel like this person is like just a giant fucking nerd. No way.
I shall thwart all of Middle Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come over.
Countless arrows bearing down.
I will be wearing my Sauron cosplay or whatever.
You saw me in my chainmail.
Your purple jumpsuit remind me of the elves of Lothlorien or something. That thing. So yeah, I think this like this hot ass woman in a tight purple jumpsuit, it wants nothing to do with this nerd. So no chance.
Geiger.
Yeah, I was picturing this like that sounds like a letter maybe like Stonewall Jackson wrote to his missus back in the day. Like it has been a fortnight since I have seen your voluptuous rump. I shall slay all of the South. Yeah. It definitely sounds like Chad hit it on the head. There's definitely some like nerd energy trying to sound like overcompensate for probably having a little Richard.
This is the ass that launched 1,000 ships, this ass.
So I would say this is probably. I don't think it would be appealing for a woman to have her ass talked about. Maybe it's flattering to have your ass talked about like some sort of weapon of yore. But it sounds a little much. This guy sounds a little edgelordy to me. So I'm gonna say no to the dungeon master. I don't think there's any chance for any romance here.
All right, we did make a few connections for people, but
yeah, we did.
We did. Yep. We told those holy rollers to fuck right off and let our man alone.
We have one snack left, and it's the Ube. It's the Butter Cream. It's Crowley Foods is the company. Butter Cream Ube Crackers. And I don't know if everyone knew what ube was, but
did you?
I did not. But in my research, I have found that it is purple yams.
I only know what it is because there's a ice cream place here in San Francisco called Mitchell's Ice Cream. Yeah. It's very famous in the city, and they have like so many different flavors, including they have an ube flavored ice cream. And the ice cream is just like neon purple.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fine. It's not my thing because I'm more of like I want Oreo ice cream, or something like that, like peanut butter cup, that kind of stuff. So I would never order it, but it's pretty good, and there's some people that really like it.
So inside the package are 3 very long, flat, thin crackers, and they are covered with like a what appears to be like a sugary, grainy, crystally type of substance on top.
Yeah, I don't think I expected them to be sweet like this. I thought it was going to be like sort of a more savory thing, but you could see the flecks of ube, like little purple flecks in the crackers.
I'm trying to come up with a comparison of what this tastes similar to, but I can't quite name it.
It's almost like a very, very, very thin, like if you made a sugar cookie or a shortbread cookie kind of thing into like a cracker form.
Right. It's almost like tastes Christmassy because of that crunchy, sugary top on it. Like I said, a sugar cookie that might have crystally sprinkles on it.
It is buttery, so the buttercream part of it applies.
It is? Yeah, a little bit.
I think it is buttery. I think I do get that shortbread taste a little bit. Now, I do really like shortbread.
Mm-hmm. You do. You're Mr. Shortbread.
Yeah.
Okay, why do I like it?
Because it's so buttery.
That's right.
Yeah, buttery.
What? Fuck is that?
That's the guy watching his yard keeper. Yeah, that's Big Richard.
Yard keeper.
Yard
keeper. The groundskeeper. I don't know.
Yard keeper. Come and jack me off.
You were keeping my yard. I was keeping my dick in hand.
You were keeping my yard. I was keeping it hard.
This is I want to like it because of the shortbready type taste to it. But I don't like the way they're trying to like sweeten it up a little with whatever that is that they're putting on top. I can't tell what it is. Yeah, is it just sugar? That's it?
I think so.
There's just, I think, too much of it. I think it's taking away from the good part of this taste. I don't know if the ube is a good flavor or not. I don't feel like it's strong enough of a taste. And if it's like a yam flavored thing, that's not a very strong taste that would stand out a lot, I don't think.
I mean, it's sweet potato-ish in flavor. Mm-hmm. You don't get a hint? You don't get like a little hint of kind of sweet potato there? It's
a little, but there's no way I could pick it out. Like if I ate this without reading the package.
Yeah.
So this one is another tough one. I hate to do this, but I'm going to give it an indifferent to dat just because it's not great. I don't want to keep eating it, but it's not bad tasting. So I could see somebody really enjoying these. I'm just not that person. Geiger?
I'm not impressed. I think.
Wow, Shania Twain over here.
Shania Twain?
That don't impress me much.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Fucking topical reference of country music star from 1996.
Motley Crue was just over here, you know?
So you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. I wouldn't wreck all of Europe just to have your ass.
I'm
Brad
just
Pitt's
trying to
still around.
name an old song. Jesus.
I'm not the devil. The devil only knows modern music.
So you're Penny Johnson. Hit me up. That don't impress me much.
The devil is really into Jack Harlow. You guys know who that is? All right, never mind.
Jack Harlow. I know him. He also sucks. All right. So I just think this thing is basic as shit. Like it's it's a dry ass cracker. I know you guys say it's buttery.
Mhm.
I think it's less buttery than you. It's fine. I just don't find it like. Well, you're making it sound like it's this.
Where would you put this on your butteriness scale?
I feel like you're saying it's like moisture and rich and buttery. I don't find it that. I think it's just a dry cracker.
I never use those words.
You said it was buttery.
I never said it was moist and rich.
You said this was a wet ass cracker and you couldn't wait to suck it dry.
He did say that.
I think if it weren't for the form factor and the crystallized sugar, if I just closed my eyes and I ate this, and you said it was a fortune cookie, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Like it tastes exact.
That's what you say. Yeah, okay.
I'm like, I don't know why I had to close my eyes for that, but sure, yeah. You keep shoving fortune cookies in my mouth. I think it's fine. I don't know. It does nothing for me. I was really excited to try like the ube flavor, but I'm with Novak. The sugar just overwhelms all of it. And like, you don't really, and the aftertaste is bad. So I am actually going to say it's barely an indifferent. I feel I could eat them. It's still like a sugary cracker, which that's fine. But it's not good. But it's not also not bad. So I'll say it's indifferent. It's indifferent to that. That's where I'm going to land.
To indifference, the soy wheat crackers have already won this, but Chad, do we have a lazy electioneer?
I doubt we do. I'm guessing.
This is not at all what I sort of was expecting. I was definitely expecting sort of like a more savory cracker, and I don't know why I thought that, because like ube is a little bit more of a sweet flavor, right? So I probably should have expected that. I'm surprised you guys don't. I mean, I guess the ube flavor is subtle, but I think that's kind of what I like about it. I think if it had more of an ube flavor, then maybe it would be too much. Novak said that he thought there was people that would really like this. Now, just like with the first snack, how I said like, oh, I could see how people would really love those soy sauce crackers, and then Novak did. I don't know, something about these things are just hitting perfectly for me. I love the way they dissolve kind of in my mouth. I like the sweetness from the sugar that I wasn't expecting. I think the flavor is really, really good. I don't have any problem with the aftertaste at all. Now, these things are not like top tier, like best thing I've ever had, but they are good enough. I'm going to give them a love dat.
All right. A love dat, two indifference, and a love.
Hold on. Let's not just move past this. A love for this fucking thing?
I respect that move. I could see it.
Okay.
These are polarizing to me, but I could see it.
All right.
I think they're good.
Right.
I think they're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I love the texture and consistency of these things.
All right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
You were the one fertilizing my lawn. I was the one fertilizing the inside of my shorts.
You were the yard keeper.
You were doing weed control. I had no control.
I was doing seed control.
You were the one using the hoe. You're also a hoe. Please be my hoe.
Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
Well, my yard's gotten a little out of hand. If you want to come keep it for me, I'll come. I'll be right behind the curtains, just doing the biz. No, I won't. I'm not a disgusting person.
No, you won't be behind the curtains.
No, I'll be right out in the fucking open. Yeah, I'll be standing in the middle of the driveway, just flogging the hog. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. If you have ever posted something on Craigslist in the misconnections, not like you're selling a desk or something, I don't give a shit. Or if you like answered a misconnection and like you actually like got a date out of it or something, or even just like a yard keeping session, just let me know about it. I think it'd be just me. It's just the other guys. Hit me up privately. I want to figure out how this works. Now, let us know. I think that'd be interesting. If you liked any of the snacks we tried today, if you wanted to suggest your own snacks, if you wanted to ask a question with the mailbag, you can do all that fun stuff at youtrydat@gmail.com. You can reach us on Twitter, #YouTriedThat. We're on Facebook with a You Tried Dat group, and we are on Instagram and YouTube. So thanks for all of you who listen. We really do appreciate it. We'd love it if you told your family and friends more about this awesome podcast of ours, and give it some ratings and reviews and stars and all that good stuff. And anyway, that's it.
All right, guys, gonna go post on Craigslist?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna go. Actually, I'm just gonna go search and see if anybody's selling an e-lawnmower.
I have an e-lawnmower. It's great.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have an electric lawnmower. I was sick of dealing with all the gas and the oil and never starting. So I just hit a button and it goes, and it's quiet. It's so efficient and almost no one has time to jack off while I get my lawn done really quick.
Yeah, why don't they have like a lawnba?
Yeah, a lawnba. It just goes around in a circle and cuts the same grass until there's like just dry dirt where it is. And
hey, Chad, can you go check on Law? What? What's Law? My lawnba. Oh, okay. You named your lawnba.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for lawnba, but the holy rollers don't want it cutting my grass. I'm not Jesus. Or wait, I'm not the devil. Sorry.
You were out there operating the lawnba. I was inside. Shooting out Dumba.
Yep,
that's it. And on that one, we'll be the ones hitting the road. You'll be the ones playing with your chode. So we'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Yep.
Robot Vacuum versus Giant Pile of Breakfast Cereal, Robot Vacuum Battle Royale, and Robot Vacuums versus 5 gallons of chocolate pudding.